The Asus ROG Strix G17 is the laptop that I have been using it since the day I bought it, and today I would like to do a long-term review on this laptop based on my 7 months worth of experience using it. Before I start this review, I just want to say that I have never done any reviews like this before, and I don't have the equipment or software to do in-depth tests on this laptop. But I still want to make this review because I really like this laptop, and this is a great gaming laptop, but there are some things that you need to be aware of before getting this laptop. So without further ado, let's get right into the review. The overall build quality on the Strix G17 is good, as it's mostly made out of plastic with metal for the lid, and there aren't any sharp edges all around the laptop. But the smooth plastic on the inside is prone to collecting fingerprints and sweaty palms, so you have to clean it every once in a while. What I do like about this laptop is the aesthetic because of the ROG element design around the laptop coupled with the RGB lighting that turns this laptop into a light show, which you can change or make your own custom effect with the Aura Creator in the Armoury Crate software. Depending on what configuration you are going for, you will get either 4-zone or per key RGB lighting for the keyboard. Speaking about the keyboard, you do get the numpad unlike the Strix G15. With that said, my typing experience with this keyboard has been great, but I wish the F keys on the top do lead out as well, as this can be a problem if you are trying to look for it in a dark environment. The large touchpad felt very smooth to the touch, and it's nice to use. Probably the best touchpad from a laptop I ever used so far, and it doesn't get in the way when typing or gaming. The one big upgrade for me when it comes to using this laptop is the display. This is a 16:9 ratio 1080p display running at 300Hz with 3 millisecond response time. If you didn't know, my previous laptop display runs at 60Hz, and I can't tell you how great it feels to move to a higher refresh rate display. Also, this display has good color gamut range, so it's good for photo and video editing as well, but I would have preferred the WQHD panel version instead for better screen resolution and color accuracy. The high refresh rate might sound great at first, but I don't find myself utilizing the full refresh rate when playing games, unless if you are playing a really old game title. Also, as you can see, this laptop does not have a built-in webcam, so you have to buy an external webcam if you need one. As for the software, the Armoury Crate is the main software that I use the most for changing performance profile and RGB lighting, while my Asus is for checking laptop status and updates, as well as change battery charging limit. I can't say much when it comes to McAfee since it got removed when I bought it, but I just want to say that it does comes with it. When it comes to the ports selection, you do have a good number of ports on this laptop, and I really like the placement of the ports for right hand clearance and cable management. However, there is no SD card slot here, so you have to get a dongle for it if you do use it. The USB Type-C port at the back can be used to charge the laptop and connects directly to the RTX 3070, which bypasses Optimus. But I can't test it since I don't have an external monitor on hand. Getting insight to the internals can be hard if you don't have the proper tools to open it, which I do recommend on getting your own screwdriver and pry tool set if you want to do upgrades by yourself. Once you remove the screws and pry it open, don't just straight remove the cover, as you need to disconnect the LED cables first, which can be done by pulling it out, but it can be a bit tricky when it comes to reconnect the cables. The bottom panel actually has a lot of ventilation holes this time, which is great if you are going to use it on top of a cooling pad. Inside here, you have the 1TB NVMe SSD, 2 SODIMM memory slot, and the Wi-Fi card, which is hidden below the 1TB NVMe SSD, and you can upgrade them if needed. Speaking about upgrades, I have upgraded my memory from the stock memory, which is 2 8GB sticks, to 2 16GB sticks. This is because the stock memory in this laptop is the one with the slow timings, which is the same as the Legion 5 Pro that Jerrod Tech have covered, which I will link up his video explanation in the description. With that said, I still will recommend you to upgrade the memory in this laptop if you are into multitasking workload and getting better performance overall. I only have Forza Horizon 4 benchmark results since it's the only game that I play often and did benchmark on both memory sticks that I got, but I was surprised on how much performance gains I got from this game alone. The two speakers at the bottom sound loud and clear despite they are facing downwards. Just make sure to set spatial sound to use Dolby Atmos, which you can configure them further using Dolby Access software. As for the thermals, it does get quite hot when playing games in performance mode together with my cheap laptop cooling pad. But considering the place where I'm living is usually around 30 degrees and above, so expect it to run cooler if the ambient temperature is lower, and max out the fan speed, which can be done through the Armoury Crate software. Also, despite it's hot from the readings, the laptop never felt hot to the touch based from my experience, but I still recommend you to get at least a laptop stand to raise the bottom of this laptop if you are not moving around a lot. The Strix G17 that I got here packs with AMD Ryzen 9 5900HX and Nvidia GeForce RTX 3070 that can boost up to 130 watts. So it does well when it comes to running most modern games at higher settings. However, I won't say that this is the gaming laptop for you if you want to get maximum gaming performance due to the GPU run slightly lower from the maximum wattage and not having a mark switch, which hinders a lot of performance when it comes to esports games. And I find it kind of ironic since Asus advertised this laptop as an esports gaming laptop. But I don't really have any issue with it since I don't play those kinds of games, and my main reason on getting this laptop is for video editing, which it does well in that regard. The one thing that I haven't fully tested is the battery, but I can say that the battery life is great after I have run this laptop playing YouTube videos on battery for 2 hours in silent mode together with other settings that I will list it on the screen, and it drained not more than 20% of the battery life. So it probably can last as long as what Asus has advertised for the battery life of this laptop. But if you aren't using the laptop outside a lot, you might want to change your battery charging limit in My Asus to prolong your battery life cycle. When it comes to the pricing, the Strix G17 that I got here is priced at 7,799 ringgit Malaysia, and it comes together with the ROG backpack and ROG Impact Gaming mouse. There are also other configurations listed on their website, and I do recommend you to check out the price on their website if you do plan to buy one. And that concludes my review on the Asus ROG Strix G17, and I still think this is a great gaming laptop. I mean, this is not a perfect gaming laptop as it does not have a webcam and SD card reader, the slow memory, which is something that other companies also ships their laptops with nowadays due to supply issues, the LED cables that you need to be aware of when removing the bottom panel, and not having a mark switch, which can be a deal breaker if you are going for maximum gaming performance. But to me, I can live with those trade-offs. The only thing that I wish I could have gotten is the Quad HD display on this laptop. I could have gone for other gaming laptops like the Legion 5 Pro or any gaming laptop as long as they have good display and performance. But finding one available in the Malaysian market at that time is difficult, and I was fortunate enough that I managed to find this laptop available in a retail store, and this Strix G17 is like my dream gaming laptop that I wish I could have get at that time. I'm aware that there's also the Strix G Advantage Edition, but that's not available in the Malaysian market by the time of me making this review. With that said, this is still a great gaming laptop to consider if you are looking for a laptop that offers great performance and find the RGB lighting to be a fun gimmick if you never owned something like this, like me. I mean, till today, I still enjoy using this laptop and I will definitely keep using it for the next few years ahead. I hope that you will find this review helpful despite it's not really the best when it comes to video quality. Until next time if there is, thanks for watching.